Hey guys, welcome back to A Sip of Substance. Today is Thursday. Happy Thursday. Told you guys I was going to be releasing videos every Monday and Thursday, but with all my big girl responsibilities, we're going to go ahead and just keep it with Thursdays. This video may be released a little later, personal reasons. So today's topic is me and Naomi.
Hey guys, so excited to be here and give y'all some real big girl talk about these real topics.
Yes, I'm going to go ahead and drop her social media right here. And so yeah, we're really just gonna talk to you guys about post-grad life. We are both recent graduates. I graduated in May. She just graduated in August. So congrats to us.
Yes, congrats.
Yeah. My college experience was all over the place. I'm just keeping it real. Like, there were happy times, there were sad times, there were great times, there were miserable times. Like, graduating college has been very bittersweet.
Yes.
I wanted to get the hell out of there, but at the same time, that was a big moment in my life. Some of the memories were unmatched, but then some of the memories were like, I'm stuck with these memories.
Stuck with these memories. I would say I discovered a lot of like who I was in college because whenever I graduated high school, I really didn't know what the heck I wanted to do. Going into college, I feel like the freshman year was the toughest for me, just because I didn't know exactly what I wanted to be, who I was in myself. And let's be honest, we both graduated from Texas State. I freaking partied like the whole freshman year.
Same.
And I was just not aware like that was maybe not the best thing for me to be doing, but everything you do in college is like a learning experience, so you're able to learn and move on and just continuously grow, and I honestly think that's a beautiful thing. And after post-graduation, we're here, we're beautiful young women that are ready for this world.
We're gonna go ahead and keep it 100% real with these questions, at least I am.
I'm definitely gonna keep it real. Definitely gonna keep it real. I don't want to give anyone any false truth with college, but everyone has a different experience. So just kind of remember that we are both different majors. I'm business marketing.
I'm a mass communication major.
And then also we got some part-time singing work over here. So we all have different paths. So just know this is our path and our experience.
So we're gonna go ahead and get in with the first question, which was, how is life?
Life is very questionable right now, I could say, but it's something that you know is going to work out. Depending on if you set up a plan after college or not, we all have different plans. Personally, for me, I'm getting ready to move out of the state, so currently right now I'm looking for part-time work out of state, but life is just very questionable. I find myself questioning myself a lot, and I can get a little deep into my thoughts, but I have to keep telling myself like, hi, you have a bachelor's degree, you have the experience needed, you did what you did in college, so there's no need to worry. So right now it's just more so putting the plan together, but life is figuring itself out for me. I would say it's figuring itself. How is it for you?
I would say the same thing. I feel like my life right now is, I graduated in May. May is also when I quit my part-time job. So I've been jobless by choice. It's been the best choice that I could have made for myself because I feel like I've taken time to rest. I've been working since I was 15. I've been in school full-time, and so I feel like these past few months I've been basically living my best life. But you know, the closer that the break comes to an end, I've been trying not to stress myself out because I am in a place where I feel like I haven't 100% figured out what my purpose and my passion is. I've done things that interest me, but it's like I haven't 100% figured that out. I know there are a lot of people who can relate to me. So if I had to say, like, how's life? Life is good, but life is also creeping up on me slowly but surely. It's gonna come, and I'm just taking all the precautions that I have to take. I've been, you know, being productive, actively looking for work. I found an opportunity. I'm praying for the opportunity. Y'all pray for me. I'm going for my second interview tomorrow, and I feel like, you know, I've been talking to God a lot. My relationship with God has gotten a lot closer, so I feel like he's slowly guiding me down the path that I'm supposed to be going down. You know, it's a lot of mixed emotions. I'm doing okay.
I love how you said you're talking like to God a lot. It's really important to like get in tune with yourself, figure out yourself, because after graduation you have that question of, oh my God, now I need to get into it. Don't feel rush. Do you have the credibility to do what you're going to do and what you're meant to do? What you need to focus in is like now, like, how do I get myself ready for the blessings coming? How do I get myself ready and prepared to be credible with these interviews? But I'm I like how you also said you were living your best life. I am still living my best life currently. I'm like a 2.5 week post-grad. But I'm living my best life.
I'm post-grad and I'm still living my best life.
It's okay. Like, honestly, like, live your best life, but like, start thinking and also having that plan mapped out for you.
So my next question is going to be, is post-grad depression real, and what would you give advice to someone who may be going through it? I'll answer that first, because when I first graduated, it was just like a bittersweet moment, and I was also going through so much. I was going through a breakup. I was going through moving back to my home city and leaving some of the relationships that I built, behind. I quit my job. At first, I was really nervous, like, oh God, how is this gonna go, And so I would say when I first graduated, I felt like depression was sneaking up on me. That dark cloud was literally trying everything it can do to get over me. Like, the devil was real. Like, he was literally like following every footstep I had, because I felt like I was just getting hit whammy after whammy after whammy. I just felt like so much was happening at that time. And like I said, I was closing a chapter of my life, and it was bittersweet. So I feel like for a second, depression was sneaking up on me. I had to do everything I could do to like prevent that, because I've heard the horror stories and I've heard all that. I've told myself I'm gonna help myself, and so that's where living my best life came in, where I just had to like be free of worries and stress and just keep convincing myself and putting all my faith into God's hands, and like just know that I'm gonna be okay. And it's okay to take a break. It's okay to rest. It's okay to be lost. Everything what I'm doing is okay. Another thing that made me feel good is knowing that I wasn't alone, because every graduate is gonna go through this phase, and sometimes it's a good phase, sometimes it's a bad phase. Like I said, some people are blessed with opportunities right out of school. Everybody's story is different, but I would say, some people that just get sucked in by that hole, it happens. And if I could give any advice to you guys, I would just advise you guys to keep faith, like hold on to faith, and make sure that you're not stagnant. Make sure that you keep moving. Do not let that hole suck you in, because once it sucks you in, it's hard to get out. Keep educating yourself, keep your mind rolling, keep your feet moving, keep yourself up. Help you help yourself.
I would say the depression is very real for people. I'm still pretty fresh, we're still pretty fresh, but even before I graduated, I had thoughts about the post-depression, just because I would see it on like Twitter and social media, and I'm like, dang, like I would keep seeing like this post-graduation depression is real, and I'm like, ooh, that's kind of intimidating. But then I had to tell myself, like, ooh, if I keep thinking about that, I'm literally going to manifest that into my life. So when Alyssa says, like, don't be stagnant in those thoughts. Literally, don't be stagnant in those thoughts. Do what you need to do to make sure that you're always pushing yourself to get out of that. Just avoiding that whole depression, because that's not an option for us. It's not an option. I don't want anyone to go through that. I didn't want to go through that. I won't go through that. I feel like it's not a choice for me. But at the same time, when I graduated, I feel like there were a lot of things happening with myself. And honestly, I look at everything as like a test. Like, how are you going to react to it? I had this mindset of thinking there's a set way to do things. Don't create limitations for yourself. So just know there's not one way to do things, and there is a light at the end of the tunnel, but you have to get through that maze. You have to get through those different phases, because all of us are on different paths. Personally, the advice that I would have to make sure to avoid that depression is just making sure that you are in tune with you, and making sure you have some type of good outlet, whether it's meditation, whether it's reading, exercising. Just make sure you have something to kind of pull you out, whether it's talking, confiding in friends, even though I recommend confiding in yourself, because everyone doesn't have the best advice for you. Like I said, just kind of like making sure you know you and you know what's best for you, and not to create any type of limitations, because that's something that can sneak up on us, and something that we can think is supposed to happen, but in reality it doesn't have to happen.
My next question is, has finding a job been hard? How many months has it been? May, June, July? It's been about 3 months that I've graduated, and within the first couple of months I was not actively looking for a job. I I quit my job, actually, the job I did have, which was good money, to just get to know myself spiritually, to heal myself, to really be all about myself and make sure I didn't fall into this post-grad depression that I hear about. This month of August is when I started actively looking for a job. I just moved back to the DFW area August 1st, and that's literally when I actively started looking. I will say that I've gotten 4 offers, but I turned them all down because the pay was not what I felt like I deserved. I felt like I value myself a lot. I know my potential. I turned down all 4 of those offers. I'm not in a rush to find a job, really. I have cushion right now. I'm not in a rush, and I don't want to waste anyone's time, and that includes my own time. Mm-hmm. But like I said, I did come across this opportunity earlier this week, and I'm just really praying that it all goes well. And if it was meant for me, I'll get the job. If it wasn't meant for me, I'm still actively looking. When I say it's been hard, it hasn't been hard finding a job because I could have had a job by now. Mm-hmm. But, you know, I'm not going to settle, if that helps answer the question.
It's more about knowing your worth as far as like finding a job, because
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's super easy to find a job out of college. It's a matter of like, what are you going to do? What are you willing to settle for? Mm-hmm. I've had an offer as well, but I feel like it didn't really match up to my worth, so I didn't take it. And then again, I'm not like super looking right now because I'm not settled in Texas. I'm moving to a different state. Mm-hmm. Does that intimidate me a little? Yes, to be honest, but I know that everything is going to work out for myself. So right now I'm in the process of finding some part-time work, where I'm moving as far as the next state. And I don't think it's necessarily hard because even on my job search, I'm seeing that I meet all the requirements. It's more so about me going in, dominating those interviews, and then also just kind of negotiating pay. You know, we're entry level, but, you know, I feel like the world will try to play us a little bit.
Yeah.
The fresh graduates, they try to play us a little bit.
I need to at least be making like 40 a year. That's my expectations. Mm-hmm. I need corporate gal money.
Corporate gal money, and it's you gotta constantly go through these people, constantly go through these interviews, because you're gonna find someone who knows your worth and sees what you can offer for their company. So the main advice I can give is don't settle when you know your worth.
Exactly. Yeah. What's the biggest thing that you've struggled with post-graduation life?
I would say my daily routine, kind of a bit unsettling almost, a little bit, with being in tune with myself, just because I'm not very where I want to be right now. I'm just trying to find little things, because I used to have my place. Right now I don't have my place. And I used to have this daily routine, wake up at a certain amount of time, read, meditate. I've been a little thrown out of whack just because I have certain responsibilities to take care of, and I'm in a period of transition. This is all a period of transition, and we all can get a little uncomfortable during this phase. So I would say staying in tune with myself has been the biggest challenge, just because I'm thrown out of my element.
Yeah, and you know what? I have to agree with everything that she just said. I am thrown out of my element. The biggest thing that I've struggled with is moving back into my mother's house. Having my privacy taken away from me has been a struggle. I haven't lived with mom or dad since I was 16, so this is all bringing back old vibes and old memories, and I would say that's the biggest thing I'm struggling with. And I know some people, like I said, have the luxury of getting their place right after college, but I took this route because though I do have cushion and savings, I don't want to commit to a lease before I have a job. I'm home until I have a job, but once I get that job, baby, you know where I'm gonna be.
Yes, and this is all temporary.
It is all temporary.
You have to remember that it's temporary, and you're gonna be coming up on that cushion, and you're gonna have that job that you want. My advice is, if you're still in college, set up that plan to where you have that luxury.
Yeah, start saving, you guys. I've been saving since I had a job. College is that grace period. If you get that part-time job, try to put something to the side and think about your post-grad life.
I also know a lot of people out of college who did not have the funds to sign a lease, and they're currently like trying to make ends meet, trying to, don't put yourself in those stressful positions. Like, if you need a little cushion, a little time to figure things out, know that that's completely, like, normal, and that's completely okay. Like, we're all going through something, and you don't need to compare your situation to anyone else's path. So just know that that is definitely, like, okay.
I feel like a lot of people, they're scared to take help. And when my mom offered the help, at first I was very hesitant. But then it's like, I literally talked to a lot of people who graduated like a year or even a semester before I did, and they were all advising me, if you can get help for at least a year, though I don't want it for a year, yeah. But if you can get help for at least a year from your family, your parents, anybody, take it. Take it. It was so repetitive. Like, I was literally hearing this from everyone. I was like, okay, you know what? These people have all experienced it. Let me listen to them. I moved back home, and like I said, that's the biggest thing I've struggled with, is I'm just used to having my own place. My routine is just thrown off. My day-to-day routine is just thrown off. And so, yeah, I would have to agree that's like the biggest thing I struggle with, is just, you know, being in someone else's space. What's something that you've enjoyed about your transition?
I'm not paying rent.
Okay.
No. The
freedom of being able, like, I've been not having to schedule
deadlines,
not having to deal with school. I've been traveling, I've been going places. Like, I think that's what I'm enjoying the most, is I don't have to rush back to anything. Like, I'm literally living day by day, moment by moment, and I'm embracing it all. Not everybody gets to enjoy that, because like I said, some people have the luxury of just being offered right into where they just want to work right after college. I'm glad I didn't go that route, because if I tried to like go to work right after, and I did mention I was going through all that stuff during my graduation season, I probably would have fell into depression. Just going straight into that 9 to 5 after all of that stuff. This is what I enjoy most, is just the break from people, from responsibilities, from work, all of that.
I can agree with that. Like, I'm really enjoying not having any deadlines, not waking up Monday to Friday going to class right now. I'm still figuring out the things that I like to do. I'm still living my best life right now. I'm having fun, honestly, right now. Cheers to having fun, and then also keeping that plan in mind and doing the things that you need to do to take care of yourself and take care of your future. I'm enjoying the transition. I'm enjoying the process. I honestly don't see a lot of negative in my situation, because everything is a form of growth, and that's beautiful in itself.
Yeah, I have to agree with her. My seniors who are, you know, in their last semester, congrats to y'all.
Congratulations.
Do not be afraid to take a break, because literally this break has been like one of the most stress relieving, you know, situations that I'm just like blessed to be able to be in. I've just always worked myself. Like, I'm just a driven person. Like, I just work. I don't even know how it feels not to have a job until this period of my life. And my mom said, you have the rest of your life to work. It's okay to take a break, Alyssa. And I know there are people out there just like me. What do you miss most about college?
My friends.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Yes, like
it's just kind of like sad. Like your people are not down the street anymore.
No. Another thing I miss is being a part of like the organizations that I was a part of.
Yeah.
I started like Queen Empire. I miss those girls a lot. I miss dancing. I miss like having that routine and like kind of planning out for that. It's really like friends and like the connections that you make while you're in college. Like, those are things that I really, really miss.
I'll see you guys again.
Yeah.
What is a short-term goal post-graduation? Short-term goal is to get my own place. That's a short-term goal I made for myself, is just to get my own place. That's a goal I'm gonna achieve before the year ends. Another goal is to actually get comfortable in a career.
Mine is like completely opposite. I actually remember writing this down in my like manifestation book, which I recommend doing. Just kind of writing out your thoughts every day and putting down those plans exactly. I wrote down in 6 months, like 6 months ago, I wrote down moving out of state, which right now I'm about to move out of state, which is like, I just realized that I wrote that down. And to travel. I would say travel as much as possible. Like, next month I'll be moving to North Carolina, but I'll have a show in New York City, and then I just talked about going to DC, hitting most of those East Coast states, going out of the country a little bit. So mine is honestly like traveling and honestly securing a job that isn't going to require my exact presence there.
I feel that, girl.
Yes.
You know me, I'm big on traveling. I'm interested in this Monday through Friday, but yeah, I got that PTO. What is a long-term goal post-graduation? And I would have to say is, I don't want to be in Texas no longer than 2 years. If I do get settled into a career, I would hope to transfer out of state. but I don't want to limit myself to just seeing Texas. And a lot of people, a lot of the networking I've been doing, the connections that I have, everyone says, do it while you're young, do it while you don't have responsibilities, and do it when you have the choice to come back to your home state. So I've always thought about moving to Atlanta. That's a place where I just see myself just
3 hours away.
sprouting, you know? Yeah. I've always thought about Atlanta. I've thought about LA, but I feel like Atlanta is closer to Texas economy-wise. So it wouldn't be such a big shock, you know?
Cause 3 times.
And like I fell in love with Atlanta. Like
you
I feel like
Atlanta a lot.
I know that I feel like that's where I need to be. There's a lot of entertainment out there. I want to be in the entertainment industry. You know, black entertainment. Woo.
As far as my long-term goal, I really want to start a business. I have an idea of the business that I want to do. I'm not going to disclose it right now just because I'm mapping it out right now. But I would say starting a business and also like kind of, I wouldn't say settling, but I want to live somewhere that's going to kind of like make me uncomfortable. So living somewhere that is completely foreign to me.
What do you look forward to going into your next chapter? I would just say what I look forward to the most is meeting new people, adjusting to my new environment, being a big girl 100% where I don't need anyone's help because I'm almost there. Literally pay for my own car, my own school, my own insurance. Just being able to say, this is all mine. I'm doing it. I'm doing this. I think that's what I look forward to the most.
Embracing that journey.
Is just embracing where I've gotten, where my success has gotten me.
I would say it's going to be getting settled and being comfortable and getting back into my routine. That's what I'm looking forward to, being able to walk in my place, you know, naked or whatever, what I want to do. Put on my incense, put on my loud music, and just do me. I'm ready to do me again and be comfortable and being able to live the life that I always knew that I was going to live. I'm just really ready to kind of talk about my journey because I feel very passionate about talking about my path to where it inspires others. I'm really grateful for all the struggles, if that's what you want to call it, that I've been through and adversities because I am a living manifestation as to what I want, and I can't wait to kind of shed more light onto that, share my experience, share my journey, and enjoy my journey. That's the things that I'm looking forward to doing.
Yeah. I had to tell myself that everything I'm going through right now, like, you know, finding this peace in within myself and purpose and taking on a new chapter, like, I am not alone. I want you guys to join me. Like, that's why I'm bringing on people like Naomi, like people who can relate to me, people who are knowledgeable on the subject. This whole sip of substance is mostly for you guys. Like, I'm here to influence to a certain extent. While I want to be myself, and if being myself influences anybody, then that will make me feel good. But ultimately, I'm here to be myself unapologetically. And, you know, if me sharing my insight or my advice or my story can help somebody out, guide anybody, you know, give somebody some sort of, direction, then that makes me feel good. So
that's my main goal, is to always, me coming to my truth and my paths, like, I already peeped that it kind of helps some people to bring them to themselves, closer to themselves. So that makes me happy in itself. So yeah, this platform is honestly awesome because people that are watching really tuned into what we're saying. They're going to take this information and they're going to figure out what's best for them. So you're doing it, girl.
Yeah.
Cheers to that. Cheers to that.
So we can wrap things up. What advice would you give to college seniors?
Plan accordingly and enjoy life.
It's simple as that. Like,
It's very
if
cliche.
I could give seniors any advice, continue to be yourself, continue to do things that will help your future, do things that you are passionate about, surround yourself with people who have similar interests, you know, start all that early and it'll probably save you some time.
Yeah.
But, you know, time doesn't always need to be saved.
Honestly, time is made up. Let me just say that. There's a presence of now and then thinking of your future, but really just make sure you kind of stay in the present. So always staying in tune with yourself, not settling. I dealt with a lot of different things my senior year as far as with people that I didn't have to deal with. So just make sure that you're enjoying yourself and cutting off any ties that no longer serve you. Kind of just making sure that you're always looking at that plan that you have for yourself.
Yeah.
So just 1, keep that plan in mind. 2, be happy and never stop discovering yourself. And 3, just do it.
Keep doing you, keep getting to know yourself, prioritize.
Yes.
Prioritize. Don't go looking for love, don't go looking for this, don't go looking for that. You know, look for yourself, you know? And whatever is meant to be around you at this moment, at this time, it's gonna gravitate towards you. Just by you being yourself. The world is huge. So if you ever feel like you're just in this apartment, in this one city, just in this one little segment of this entire earth, baby, there's more to life. So don't ever limit yourself.
Yes.
I just want to thank you guys. I hope any of my seniors or my postgraduates that are watching this took something away from it.
One thing, I don't know what it is, but I just keep hearing, don't create any limitations. That's like my main thing. Like, don't think there's like one set way to do things. Yeah, do not be scared. And just challenge yourself. Get uncomfortable. Like, see what you can do. Discover yourself. I would say that. But I want to thank you for having me here. This has been very fun, and I hope this message like resonates with a lot of you. And I hope a lot of you are able to take what we said and really like bring it towards yourself and your path and what you're going to do. And thank you for watching.
Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like I said, just due to my big girl responsibilities, I'm going to do a sip of substance every Thursday. This video is going to be released a little later. But yeah, I just want you guys to look forward to my next video. It's going to be next Thursday. It's actually going to be a really, really fun topic. I'm not going to share it with you guys just yet, but it's a topic you don't want to miss. It's going to be a lot of laughing, fun, giggles, all that stuff. Yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you.